Welcome back, everybody, to the Joey Osborne Show. I'm your host, Joey Osborne here, and we have a new video here today for YouTube exclusive. And finally, here we have all of the City Connect jerseys for this year here. So we're going to be doing a new re-ranking of these jerseys here with now all of the new 2023 jerseys and see how they all line up here. So let's get into it here. And first off, we're going to start off the Anaheim Angels with this nice retro surf type jersey here. We see Mike Trout's in. And I'm gonna be honest, I really like this jersey. I love the script they have with the Angels on the front. Honestly, I kind of feel like maybe they should make those the home jerseys, because they have some awful normal jerseys. But these are, I think, really nice. I like how they're kind of a tannish color. So I'm going to put them in here as a clean. I think they're very clean. They work well with the Angels. Honestly, I just think it looks like a better design than what they actually have. And it's, like, I kind of feel like it's something they should go back to on and just, actually use as an actual jersey, not just the City Connect alternate. But I'm moving on here to the Houston Astros with their Space City jerseys. These ones I really like, but the more I keep looking at them, the less nice I think they are. Like, last time I think I put them in the top tier, elite tier. But I think this time, I'm gonna be honest with you, I just don't think they look as good as right now. I've seen some yellow ones, I know. There's some stinkers in this new batch here, but this one, honestly, the more I look at it, it's just not that good. And I'm going to move it down all the way to boring. There's just not much detail in it. The only thing I really like on these is like the multicolored stripes. I think it looks good, but it's just not as good as some of the other ones here. But next up here, we have the one of the brand new ones here. We have the Atlanta Braves new City Connect jerseys. And they're pretty much throwbacks, and I like this. It's like a modern throwback to the 70s looks, Hank Aaron, that kind of time, and I really like it. I think it's a nice modern adaptation of a very old jersey that's being brought back. And there's another team in here who also did the same thing that actually is getting a lot of hate right now, but I actually really like it a lot, because it's pretty cool. But we'll get to that one later here, but I really like this jersey, and I think this is an elite one. I think this is one of the best ones we have. I think that is top tier, pretty much. It looks great. I've actually watched them playing games on TV with them on. They just look great, and I think they're a fun, nice looking jersey, and Nike did a great job with this one here. But next up here, we have the Milwaukee Brewers. They're Blue Crew jerseys, and you guys already know I love these things. I love the baby blue. I'm a big fan of baby blue on jerseys. I think it works really well with the gold and the Blue Crew here. However, looking more at these here, as much as I love them, I don't think they're elite, and I'm going to put them in clean. They're really good. I really think they look good. The problem is, just looking at some of the other stuff now, I kind of feel like they're not as good as I, thought they were. So I'm going to move them down one to clean. But next up here, we have the Chicago Cubs Wrigleyville ones, and these are really nice ones. I really love the navy and the baby blue. I think they work great together. It's a nice jersey, but just still look like, just going back, like re-looking at these all of them, I just feel like this one I think I also rated it up pretty higher than it actually is. Like, it's a good jersey. I really like it, but comparing it to some of the other ones here now, I think I just gotta put it as a solid. I think it's solid. It's a good-looking jersey. The colors look great, but it's nothing special. Like, it's not as good as the Angels or the Blue Crew or the A's one. It's not on that tier. But I still think it has a little more detail than, say, the Space City Houston Astros ones. But next up here, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are actually having a good year somehow this year. I guess Corbin Carroll is the one to thank for, but yeah, they're actually doing good this year. With their serpentine jerseys, I love how they're tan. I really love the tan. But that is where it ends for me here. But I am going to put a solid, I think it's a solid looking jersey. It's nothing horrendously ugly or anything. It's an okay looking one. I like it. And I think it works good. And also compared to some of the other ones on here. They got away with some a lot better than some of the other teams on here, which I'll get to soon. But next up here we have the Los Angeles Dodgers, their Los Dodgers jerseys. And I still love these things, honestly. I think they're really good. I think what sells me on it, like, I like the blue, but really sells me is like the sleeve stripe. That's like a gradient that, like, kind of coming out of, like, I don't know how you describe it, like holes and stuff, but like, I just think it looks really good and really clean. And I'm gonna put it as a clean jersey. I think it's really good. It's not that detailed other than the stripes on the sleeves, but it just works and it just looks good in my mind now. So I'm gonna put it at clean there. So let's move on here to the San Francisco Giants with their City Connect with the bridges, and I'm sorry, but these are just disgusting. The white just does not, like how gradient filters in the numbers onto the jersey. It just does not look good. It's tough to see the numbers and stuff like that. I just don't think it looks as good as some of the other ones. Like I just don't like it that much. The only thing I like about it is the bridges. I think that looks good, but even then it kind of fades into the jersey and it's hard to differentiate where the bridge is, and like it kind of looks like half the bridge is cut off, half it isn't. It's just not a good jersey at all. So that is why it's more forced about to puke than throwing up emoji teal, because it's not good. But next up here we have a great one here, and this is one of the other new ones here. The Seattle Mariners, they did a little throwback. They got the old Hydrant back. I feel like I just butchered the word there. But yeah, they got that back, and they went back to the blue and yellow, and it looks great, and I think that's an elite one. I think that's one of the best ones out there. So, it looks great on the field. It's just a good one all in general, I feel like. A lot of people, there are some people who don't like the black pants, and I know there's a lot of City Connects have had black pants this year. However, they were the ones that have it, except for Texas, it actually works really well with their jerseys. So, and this one, once again, works very well with their jerseys, and I think it's one of the best ones out there. But next up here, we have the Miami Marlins. Them, the City Connect from 2021, one of the first ones out there, and still one of the best, if not the best, I feel like. I know they did this to on a Negro League team that played in Miami, and they took their jerseys and did a mold and twisted them, and they look great. I love these jerseys. I think the red and the baby blue just works so well for the Marlins, and I don't know why. Their colors do not have red whatsoever. It just works really well. It's a nice, clean looking jersey, and I'm not even a Marlins fan, nor do I even really like them, but even I want that jersey. It's just a good looking jersey, and I think easily is probably one of the best ones on the hill. But next up here, we have the Washington Nationals cherry tree jerseys. Now, these ones I really liked, but once again, looking back on it, I just don't think they're as good as they were. But I think they're solid jerseys, so I'm going to move them down to solid. Nothing horrible, but it's not like one of the worst things in the world I've ever seen. But next up here, and they do look good on the field, it's just right now, compared to some of the other ones, they just don't look as good as they did before. But moving on here, we now have the Baltimore Orioles. And, wow. They are a jersey. I will say that much. I am not a fan whatsoever. It's really uninventive. It's literally just a black jersey of Baltimore written on it. It just doesn't look good. So, I'm putting it right with the Giants as, puke emoji. It just, on that tail, it just does not look good. I'm sorry, but, it's just not a good jersey. The color, on the inside of the jersey looks really cool. And it would have been a lot better if they actually incorporated it on the outside of the jersey. I would actually probably like it if they did on the outside, because it looks cool. The problem is, you can't see it when they're on the field. It's just a black jersey, so I'm not a fan of it. It looks a lot like the World Series this year, with Great Britain and their jerseys. There was just said Great Britain on it. Pretty much the exact same thing, except put Baltimore there, and I'm just not a fan of them. So let's move on here to the San Diego Padres. Their Taco Bell jerseys, Liv Moss, and I think these are still clean. They're really far from their colors and stuff, but it just works great, and I really like it a lot because it's different, but it gives you a San Diego feel. It also makes you think of Baja Blast every time you look at it, and then I get hungry for Taco Bell. So maybe that's also why I like it a lot, but I just think it's a good-looking jersey. It works well, and it's something different. That's what the City Connect's about. It's about to be something different, and, just show something the city's culture, and it really does play into the culture of San Diego very well, and I think it's a very good jersey for that. And I'm going to skip this next team because you all know I'm a Pirates fan, so I'm going to save the Buccos for last here. But let's go on to the Texas Rangers, and yeah, these ones. I'm going to put them with the yellow Texas team as boring. I love like the logo they have on the side, but the black pants just do not fit in whatsoever. The black pants kind of ruined the jersey there. Like, it probably would have been an okay jersey, but the black pants just kind of like kill the whole vibe it has. And it just doesn't look as good in my mind, so I'm just going to put it down right now, because I just don't think it looks as good as, a lot of the other ones. Like, it's nowhere close to any of the ones above it, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just not a good jersey. But moving on here to the Boston Red Sox jerseys, and you guys already know how I feel about these. These are awful. These were like the first ones to come out too, and like so they basically designed like off of the Boston City flag, which colors are yellow and blue. But this is the Red Sox. It needs to be red. If you're making a City Connect jersey, you gotta make it for the Red Sox. It's gotta be red, and it just doesn't even look good. Like I'm a big sucker for blue and yellow, as you can tell. The two of the top ones have both blue and yellow. Like, you can tell I really like blue and yellow. I think it's a great combination for jerseys. But these ones are just awful. They just look like crap. I'm sorry, but I hate these things, and they just don't look good. It just... Like, whenever you think of the Boston Red Sox, you think red and blue. This is the complete opposite of, the whole thing. It also just doesn't capture... the vibe of the city, which is the City Connect supposed to do, like, the vibe of the culture of the city. It just doesn't do that. Like, I'm not sure what it's even trying to, like, make you think of. It just doesn't look good, and it just doesn't fit in. So now moving on to the Cincinnati Reds, and boy, are these great. I love these things. As much as I hate the team, I love these jerseys. The black and red, it just look great together. And I gotta put them at the elite here. They just look great. And I love the new Cincinnati Reds logo they used on it. Like the lines and stuff. It just looks fun. It's a fun looking jersey in my mind. And it's something very different for the Reds. And that's why it looks so good. It's very different than what they've done in the past. But it looks very good. And it's a jersey that's like, as much as I hate the team, it's a nice jersey. And I think it looks great for what it is here. And definitely, I think, out of all the City Connect ones from this year, I think Cincinnati's is the best one in my mind. But moving on here to the Colorado Rockies, these ones, I'm going to move up to solid. I know last time I put them at pretty low, I said I didn't like them at all. I'm going to move them up to solid now, because I've always liked the mountain range on the front of the jersey. The problem is the green and white. It just doesn't fit in with the Rockies colors, and I'm just not a fan of it, but I think it's better than what I give it credit for. So that's why I'm going to move it up from like the last tier up to solid, because it's better than what I give it credit, but it's not a spectacular jersey. It's just an okay jersey in my mind. But I do love the mountain details, and I think that does make it a little bit better. But now moving on here to the Kansas City Royals ones, I'm a big fan of these ones. I love the KC logo on it, and I'm going to put it here in the clean section. I think it's a very clean, nice looking jersey, and I think it works very well. The KC logo is spectacular on it, and it's just a great looking jersey. I love the stripes. It makes me think, 80s, 70s baseball jerseys, and of course, the baby blue on there with the navy. I love it on the Wrigleyville ones, but it looks even better on the Kansas City Royals one. So I'm going to put it up in the clean one here, because it just looks nice. But moving on to the Chicago White Sox here, they may be having a crappy season, but this jersey is the opposite of a crappy jersey. This is one of the best ones out there. It has ever since it came out, and it's going to keep staying in the elite column here. It's just a great jersey. It looks spectacular, and I kind of wish the team that actually wears it would look, at least they are going to look good when they get utterly destroyed by teams in the AL Central, which is the worst division in baseball at this point. So, yeah, but we got one final one here, and this is the one that's the place where everyone's going to be waiting for here, because everyone knows I'm a Pittsburgh fan here, and here's the Pirates one. Now, where to begin about this one? There's a lot I love, and there's some I hate. It's kind of a mixed bag here. But the thing I would say here is this photo right now does not do it justice, because there's a lot of details, right up here that you just can't see. It's hard to see from a distance. When you look up close, you can just look at it for, at least now, you just be stuck looking and be like, wow, that looks cool. And I'm sorry, but a lot of people, I'm going to get hate for this, but I'm going to put that clean. I think it's a good looking jersey. I love how it's like a throwback to the 70s. Yellow jerseys, the black pants fit perfectly with it. I know people outside of Pittsburgh won't understand it, but like if you're from Pittsburgh and like you know the old 70s jerseys, you're going to love it. It looks great. The details, the small details of like the Y that looks supposed to represent the three rivers and then like the triangle looks great. The text on the PG8 was based off the Clemente Bridge, looks spectacular, and it perfectly fits what City Connect's supposed to be. Resemble the community and the culture of the area, and this one definitely does, especially with all the great detailing on it and also its hat as well. The only thing that holds it back in my mind is the PGH. I'm not a fan of the PGH. I think it's been, if they were gonna do the abbreviation, they should have done PIT, because that would have looked great. But the rest of it, I think, is spectacular looking, and I'm a big fan of this jersey here, and I think it's a clean jersey. And this thing, the more I see it, the more it grows on me, so if I would have done this even later, it probably would have been the elite column, which is as funny as it would have been. I actually probably would have put it in there. I think it's a great looking jersey, and it probably would have been a lot better received if they weren't on a 10-game losing streak right now. Which, don't even get me a start on that. I'm not happy about it, but yeah. It's a great looking jersey, and yeah. That's pretty much it here. So, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for more. I'll see you guys next time.